before I forget. Okay, so we're going to be talking about setting your vision and looking ahead to 2020. It is the start of a whole new decade, which is crazy to think about. But we need to set some goals for ourselves, and it can be tricky sometimes. And I know I fall into the habit of like setting really small goals because I know that I'll hit them. But we need to talk about setting those really big, scary goals that kind of scare you, and putting those on your vision board somewhere that you're going to be able to see every single day. So whether it's like in your workout space, in your office, in your living room, like wherever, in your bathroom, like on your mirror, wherever you're going to see those things every single day, to keep you motivated and inspired. So I am going to share my screen. Let's see if I can figure this out. Let's see. Oh. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Awesome. Okay, so this is just a little presentation. Let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger. Present, maybe. Okay, there, it's nice and big. Oh. Just kidding. It said it gave me an error message. Let's try this again. Oh, where did it go? Okay, sorry guys. Let me open it back up. I'll just keep it small. Okay, can you guys see my screen now? Awesome. Okay, so 2020, so this is just talking about what to put on our vision boards. Joy and I will be doing another vision board party because I know we had one for like Fearlessly Fit. Jess ran one for the whole team, but not everybody could make it at that time. So Joy and I are going to be getting on Zoom to like put our vision boards together. I have started putting mine together, but I know there's things I still want to add to it. That we'll be doing on Wednesday night, right? No. Yes, Wednesday. Okay. So Wednesday night, which is the 1st, the same time as the team call. So at 6:45 Central, 7:45 Eastern, we'll be just coming on Zoom and putting our vision boards together, and we can use the chat and talk to each other about what it is that we're putting on our vision boards and maybe ask for suggestions or questions or just kind of do this all together as a team. So that will be Wednesday night, the same time that team calls are. Okay, so what to put on your vision board and what is a vision board? So your vision board is a representation of all the things in your life. I'm just reading off of here that you want to embrace, change, or be intentional about in 2020. So they can be your relationships, your careers, your family. Like it doesn't just have to be Beachbody. And I think that that's really important because Beachbody is not who we are. That's just part of who we are. So we have, some of us have kids and families and husbands and careers that we're really passionate about outside of Beachbody, and it's really important that you're also working towards goals in all areas of your life and not just with coaching, but obviously we're going to be talking a lot about what are your coaching goals. So you really have to dream big and really think to yourself, like, if anything was possible, what do I want from this? What do I want out of my life in this next year? Where do I want to be on this team call next year, talking about going into 2021? What are those goals that you want to accomplish for yourself? And sometimes it's really easy to get, like I said before, stuck in that, like, let me pick easy goals, like ones that I know that I'll be able to achieve. For example, like with Beachbody, like just holding rank. Like that's a really easy and achievable goal, but I really want you to think big. Even for some of you that aren't diamond yet, the goal of Diamond, you need to think even bigger than that, because Diamond can happen all within like the launch of one program. So really think outside of that. You know, if we have another launch coming up in the next couple months, like even after Barblend, you can definitely go Diamond with a launch. So think further than that. We have 12 whole months to really, you know, push yourself towards those goals. So for myself, thinking big and outside of the box, my goal, I want to be, for Beachbody in my coaching business, I want to be elite this year, but instead of setting my goal at 5-star, I'm setting my goal at 7-star. That's really big and scary, and that was my goal for this past year, and that did not happen, but it's still something that I'm working towards, and it's that really big goal that it is achievable and it can happen. I just have to put that work in for it. So thinking of those really, really, really big goals. So kind of talking about this a little bit more, there's 5 questions or 5 prompts that we're going to go through. So this is where if you want to jot things down to kind of answer these questions that are on the screen, this will help you get thinking about what you want to put on your vision board. So think about what you want to bring more into your life if nothing could get in your way for 2020. Do you want growth? Do you want more connections, more wealth? And what is that wealth to you? Is it monetary? Do you wish to bring in a certain dollar amount from coaching, or from if you have another job, are you looking to move up in that job? Are you looking to bring more faith into your life, commit to going to church every Sunday, or whatever that would look like for you, spending family time every single night together? Are you looking to retire yourself and take coaching full time? You know, those are things that you want to kind of think about, that you want to bring more into your life. So start getting those gears turning and seeing, you know, are you wanting to build more connections with other coaches on the team? That to me has been like everything for coaching. Like just having like all of you guys in my life and like all the other coaches that I've been able to connect with has been so big. So something that's always on my vision board every year is a picture of me and the other coaches on our retreats, because that is building connections for me. That's, you know, not only did I have to work for that to earn those retreats, but then being able to have those connections with, you know, you guys and other coaches, you know, that people that you can like lean on when maybe you feel like you don't have anybody else. So think about things like that as your first question. The second question or prompt is to think about what business goals you have for 2020 that make you want to jump out of bed every day to pursue. So get specific and add dates, meaning are you trying to hit Diamond by a certain date? I wouldn't say, like I said before, to have Diamond be your goal for the whole year. That can happen within a month. So really set a date for yourself, like a end all be all. Like I want to go Diamond by the end of January, or maybe like by Valentine's Day. Or if you have a trip coming up, like I want to be Diamond by this specific date, and then I want to, you know, sign up 2 business builders by this specific date. And then I want to help, you know, 2 other people go Diamond by maybe July or something like that. So set specific dates for yourself. And those are good things to put on your vision board too. So like with your picture, you can print words out like and put those dates on there. So you have that visual reminder of what you're working for. Because if it's just kind of like an end of year thing, like I want to be, you know, elite by the end of the year, like that gives you all year to procrastinate. So you kind of have to set yourself some goals throughout the way to get you to that place. And obviously, if you don't hit that first goal that you set for yourself, like Diamond by Valentine's Day or something, it doesn't mean that you can throw your goals out the window. You just set a new date for yourself. You adjust your vision board a little bit. You maybe print a new date out, give yourself another week. But when you have that date set for yourself, and I would definitely communicate that date with your coach so that we can help you push you towards those goals. That's exactly what we're here for, is for that support too. So definitely keep those dates in mind and be specific about what those goals are. And maybe that business goal you have isn't necessarily rank. Maybe it's a monetary amount. How much are you looking to bring home from coaching? Or how many people are you looking to help every month with coaching? Do you want to hit Success Club every single month? For myself, it's hitting Success Club 10, which is helping 5 new people every single month. So that's my goal for 2020. The third one, what do you want your life to look like in 1 year? And what do you want to accomplish? What makes you happy? And what area in your life do you need to improve on? So that's kind of a lot of things in one. But again, this doesn't have to be coaching specific. But where do you want to be in 1 year? So, that's going to mean a lot of different things for everybody here. For myself, just to give you guys some ideas, what I want my life to look like in 1 year from now is I would like to be growing our family and potentially adding another baby to our family in a year from now, and thinking about like starting that next step with our family. That's things that make me happy. What I want to accomplish would be to like be home from work and not have to be teaching anymore. That's definitely one of my end goals for 2020. And things that I need to improve on, I have on my vision board, the word balance has been something on my vision board for the past couple years, and that is balance in all aspects of it. I want to be able to balance my work life with my coaching life, with my family life, and making sure I'm not flustered or running around like feeling crazy and stressed. I want to be able to have a good balance and a good routine and a good schedule for that. So that's something that I'm working on for 2020. What would be the ultimate dream life for you, for your family, for your future family, for your legacy? What does it look like? And get specific. So, what do you want for your family, I think is the biggest thing. For me, I want to be able to stay home for my family and be able to take care of my daughter and not have to go to work for that, to have to put her in daycare. So that's something that I really want for my future family, but I also want to be able to provide for my family by still bringing in income. So not just staying home and relying on my husband, but to be able to use coaching as a way to bring income into our family to help with, bills that we have, or to just have like fun money to go on vacations and things like that and create memories with my family. So that is something that's really, really, really important to me. So make sure you are really specific for that. So you could put, thinking of your vision board, like putting a picture of a dream vacation that you have, if that's something you want to do. I have a picture of like our Success Club trip for this summer, or for this, in March coming up, is in the Dominican. So that is something that I am working for my family, to be able to go on those trips and really create those memories with my family is something that is definitely a dream of mine, and to be able to continue doing that. So setting my year up so that for all the years to come after, I'm able to do that. Think about one word. Okay, so this one's a little bit longer. Think about one word that you want to describe your 2020 year. This might take you a little bit longer, and you don't have to come up with your word tonight, or maybe you have a word that pops in your head like right away, and that's going to be your word. But sometimes it just takes thinking about this and thinking about this prompt to start looking at things around you, and then all of a sudden you might see a word popping out at you like every single day, and then you're like, that's my word for 2020. So, you can brainstorm some ideas for what you want your year to look like. And that word can be anything, like confidence or success, or I don't know, I can't even think of any off the top of my head. But here are some things to help you kind of choose a word that can kind of lead you in the right direction. So listing out 3 goals mindset goals, that you want to accomplish in 2020. So I have some examples. These prompts I got from another coach, and I thought they were really good, and I really liked some of the examples that I was seeing. So I wanted to share some of those with you. So mindset goals. So focusing on being grateful for things that you have, and not putting yourself in comparison mode is definitely like a mindset thing. Being present in all moments of your life. So when you're at work, being present there, at home with your family, being present there, and prioritizing needs over wants. So, focusing on what it is that you need in your life. So those are some mindset goals. Obviously your goals will be different, but they kind of will have an overlying or underlying theme that is going to help you bring out your word. 3 trackable goals that you want to accomplish in 2020. And the key word there is trackable. You have to be able to track it and say, like, I'm working towards that goal in a measurable way. So for example, with finances, like if you want to pay off $10,000 in student loans this year, or if you want to pay off, put a down payment on a car, like those are trackable things that you can be saving and tracking how much money you have saved towards that goal, or how much money you've paid off towards your student loans. An example this coach had was lowering my screen time. So meaning like how much you're on your phone, how much you're on your computer, whatever it is, and tracking that goal. So you can set time for yourself to do your coaching business. This can all be done in pockets of time, which we've talked about before, or it can be done in power hours. So you can set a 1-hour timer, and when that timer is up, you are done with your coaching, you're done with screen time, and then you can be present with your family. You can be present in the moment. You can be present at work, wherever it is that you are. Create and stick to my morning routine. So you can track that by saying like, yes, today I was on track with my morning routine. I got my workout done at the time I said I was going to get it done. I committed to it and I did it. So that's something that you can track by checking that off on a calendar. If you have like a calendar for coaching, like just putting a little check mark next to that date, is a way that you can track that goal. So any sort of goal that you can track, or say like, yes, I did this, or measure that goal, is going to be under those 3. And then there's 2 statements you're going to write for yourself. The first one is a limiting belief that held you back this year. So what is something that you found yourself saying to yourself in your head that was holding you back from maybe reaching a goal that you set for yourself this year? Or maybe you didn't set a goal for yourself this year, and a limiting belief was maybe like, I'm not going to reach the goals anyway, so I'm not going to set a goal for myself. That's a limiting belief, telling yourself that you're not good enough to do that thing. An example is, I don't have the time or resources to reach my goal. So if you're saying to yourself, I don't have time for that, you probably do, but that's something, it's almost like an excuse that you're making to yourself to try to convince yourself not to work towards those goals. So try to think about something that maybe was occurring throughout the year that was holding you back from something that you really wanted to achieve. And then on the other hand, I want you to write a truth statement to combat that limiting belief for the new year. So something to come back. So when you find yourself saying that limiting belief, you have something to come back with it to. And it might even be that you need to say it out loud every single morning to yourself until you actually believe it. So an example is, I have all the resources I need, and with the time management, I can reach all my goals. So saying, with time management, by creating a schedule for myself, I will be able to reach those goals. I will be able to wake up and set my alarm every morning to get my workout in. I will set aside 1 hour a day for coaching to do the basics of coaching and get invites out, or to check in with my challengers, or whatever it is that you want to do. And then once you have all those things written down, ideas written out, you can then kind of find a word that encompasses all of those things. So what is kind of a pattern that you see, and what is a word that you think represents all of that? And that's going to be like your word for the year. And I would definitely encourage you to put that word on your vision board, because that's really, really important. So confident is a good word, or balance, or belief, or I can't think of any more right now off the top of my head, but there's so many different words that you can choose, and there is no wrong word for you to choose. It is a word that's going to represent your year, and a word that you're going to keep falling back onto. Inspire could be a word if, you know, some of your goals are to inspire more people to start their health and fitness journeys, or motivate, or there's so many different words out there, but this really is going to be like the focus of your whole vision board. So what to bring to the vision board party on Wednesday? Definitely have a bulletin board, or a cork board, or even like a magnetic whiteboard, anything where you can put your pictures up on. I have a really old board that I just cover every year with like different colored paper. This year I did burlap on the back of it. I just had some laying around my house, so I just covered it because mine is like falling apart underneath. Doesn't have to be anything pretty. It just needs to, you know, be something that you can hang up on your wall or set somewhere that you can see. Some people even do digital ones and then just print that picture and just hang that piece of paper like in your workout room or in your office or on your wall. I know another coach just did it where you can order like a collage from like Walmart or Snapfish or one of those, like, or from like Walgreens or something, where you put the pictures that you find for your vision board onto this collage, and then you can just, it'll be like on photo paper, so it's thicker and more durable, so it'll last the whole year. So you can order it that way, or for your pictures you can have printed, either print them at home or and laminate them, or just order pictures to a photo center like Walmart or your grocery store or like Walgreens, CVS. Have them printed, and then you can cut them out. So you can kind of see in this picture here, those pictures are all on photo paper, so they're thicker, they look nicer, and they're gonna last for the whole year. So that's what I do, is I have them sent to that store, I go pick them up, cut them out, and then that's what I use to put on my vision board. Bring a pen if you still need to do some brainstorming while we're there. We have a couple of days to kind of think of our words and other things we want on our vision board. So hopefully it's all done by then, but don't rush your vision board. If you think of something else to add to it later, add it. Don't leave it off just because we have this vision board party on Wednesday and then Thursday you think of something. Definitely go back and add it to your vision board. And then bring a nice beverage and a snack, because maybe you'll be eating dinner during that time, or just need a nighttime snack or some water. So we'll be hanging out, putting our vision boards together. So finding images for your board. So thinking about all those things that we just talked about, you want to find images that represent that goal for yourself in a picture. You don't have to create the pictures yourself. I find a lot of my images on Google, and I just kind of search for what is it that represents my goal. So you see on like both of these vision boards, there's those diamonds, and you can just Google search a picture of a diamond. I just type in diamond, and then I go to images, and then you just save that picture to your computer and then upload it to, like, if you're going to order the pictures from Walmart, you just upload them to the photo center and you can print as many as you want. So, you know, that's like those diamond pictures. Any words, sometimes I just search, like, instead of printing it on my computer here, like on regular paper, I just Google search, like one of the words I added was faith, because that's something I want to be more consistent with, and, you know, having church be a part of my life in 2020. So I just Googled the word faith in cursive, like those words, faith in cursive, and there are some really beautiful writings of that, and I just saved that image and printed that to Walmart. And then I just cut it out to put it on my vision board, which you can kind of see this person did here too. Pinterest is a great one too. I usually just use Google Images. That's like my go-to. But find images that speak to you. Don't just find the first picture that shows up. Find ones that really speak to you, like in a color theme that you really like, or in the font that you really like if you're searching for a word. There's an app called WordSwag, so you can write those in there. They have different fonts. I'm sure there's websites, if you Google like font creator or something like that, you can type in a word and then choose the font you want, save that picture, and then print that out. So some pictures that I have so far, like one of my goals is to be a stay-at-home mom. So I just Google searched like stay-at-home mom graphic, and it says SAHM to stand for stay-at-home mom. And it's just like in a circle, and that it's just those letters. And that to me is what I'm representing with being a stay-at-home mom, is just those letters. So that's up on my vision board right now. For hitting Success Club 10 every single month, so helping 5 new people, I just created a picture and I typed out like SC10 every month, and that's literally a picture that's on my vision board. I've got the diamonds up there for my business goals. I've got pictures of vacations for my family to create those memories with my family. I have a couple words up there that mean a lot to me. So those are kind of some things that you can be thinking about to print and get ready for Wednesday night. I would maybe try to, if you can brainstorm tonight and like try to pick up your pictures tomorrow. They usually have like 1 hour photo service, or you can just print them at home, but it's probably easier to pick them up tomorrow than it is to pick them up Wednesday. Just because if you guys are doing things for New Year's Eve, and then you might not be thinking about it for New Year's Day, and then you definitely will want them to be cutting out to put on your vision board on Wednesday night. So be proud of your board, whatever it is that you create. You don't have to be super crafty. It doesn't have to be anything pretty. It can just be a random collage of all the different things that you have. Of all the goals that you have, and definitely put it somewhere that you're going to see it every day, like I said before. It can even be taped to your bathroom mirror if you're just printing them all like in a collage on like one piece of paper. If you have a workout room, or if that's in the living room, tape it to your TV, tape it to the wall, hang it, like lean it up against the wall wherever you're working out. Whatever it is that you're doing every single day, make it somewhere so that you can be reminded of all of your goals for 2020 and what that vision is that you have for yourself. Okay, that was a lot of talking and a lot of information. I hope that was helpful to kind of start brainstorming some things for your vision board. I know I got some new ideas just sitting here and talking of things that I want to add to my vision board on Wednesday night. So I'm definitely going to be ordering some more pictures and getting those ready for Wednesday night. Does anybody have any questions about vision boards? I'm going to stop sharing. Oh, how do I do that? Okay. Anybody have any questions or anything you want to add? Okay, well, then I won't keep you guys much longer. Hopefully that was helpful to try to think of some of your goals for 2020. It is the start of a whole new decade, so definitely keep that in mind. This is, not only starting a whole year off right, you can think of it as starting a whole new decade off on the right foot. So definitely set those goals. If you are not sure about what goals to set for yourself, or if they're appropriate, or if you just need help brainstorming things, you can definitely reach out to myself or Joy, and we can help you guys brainstorm some things or set goals for yourself, fitness goals, health goals. Some people even put, if you want a really amazing booty for 2020, you put a picture of a big butt on your vision board, and there's no shame because you're the only one who's going to see it, and you work towards that goal. So don't be shy about what you're putting on your vision board. I know My coach likes to put a thong bikini on her vision board because to her, that is her goal of being able to wear that and be proud of her body. So it can literally be anything that you guys dream of to put on that vision board. Jessica, you're so funny. Anything else, you guys? Well, you can put a small butt, Jessica, on your vision board.
I did want to say, Ashley, and I will probably be joining in on Wednesday. I've already spent all day yesterday working on my vision board and picking out my words, so that's completed. But you've given me some other ideas to add on to that. So if you guys would like, I can take a picture of some things that I have on mine and share it, and then bring some additions for Wednesday. I wanted to start it off because my week was going to be so busy. So I didn't know this is what we were going to be doing. If not, I would have waited. But
that's totally okay. But yeah, share your images. That'd be awesome to see. Because sometimes just even Googling like vision boards, you guys, and then looking at like the pictures of other people's vision boards on Google will give you guys ideas. Like, oh yeah, like that would be a really great goal for myself to have for this year. And sometimes I need that inspiration too, to just think about like goals for my life, because sometimes I get sucked into, just creating goals for my coaching business, but I need to also make sure I have goals on there for myself, for my family, and for other aspects of my life, because that makes us who we are. So yeah, definitely share pictures. If you guys are finding things and want to share them with each other, that'd be awesome. Share them with us so we can share them with everybody else. Because sometimes we come across that one image that's just like perfect. That we love to have.
I just wanted to say I really liked the one word, the two little parts to that where it's like the mindset goals and then the trackable goals. I wrote that down. I just think that's like, I'm really excited. I haven't really thought about my word yet, but that's going to give me some ideas of how to formulate that. So I thought that was really good. And also just, yeah, I saw that, Jessica. I need that.
It's like pages. It's an easy read. If you guys are fast readers, I kind of take a little longer, but it really kind of it was given to me by a leadership council. And honestly, it gets you into a mode of really thinking about that and how to implement and live your words. So I suggest this book if you guys can.
Yeah, and what that little graphic said on your PowerPoint, Ashley, about the mindset is like, that's what your word should be, is the things that you're struggling with in your mind, and I would just encourage you guys, because I'll be honest, last year when I created my vision board, well, first of all, it was the first time I'd ever done one, and I thought it was kind of like corny, I was like, really, like just putting pictures on the board is really going to help. And I really didn't take it that seriously. And I put goals up there that like other people had, but not really goals that like I really thought were for my own self and realistic, So I would just encourage you guys to like put some real thought into it and put things on there that are true to you. Like Ashley was saying, it doesn't matter what it is, like if you want a bigger butt or a smaller butt or whatever, like, because when you see it every day, and the really cool thing, you guys, is looking back, because I don't know if you guys saw me, but the whole time I was looking up, because I'm looking at my vision board from last year, and a little over half of those I actually accomplished. And when you can actually see the work that you put in throughout a whole year and see like, oh my gosh, that really did happen. That is the coolest thing. And also on that note, like, look back on your year, you guys. Don't just look forward and like, put out all these huge goals for yourself, which I think it's awesome to set goals, and, you need to have that vision, but also look back on your year and look at all the amazing things that you accomplished, because there's always good in a year. Like, it kind of drives me crazy when people are like, this year sucked. And it's like, okay, not the whole year. There were things that you accomplished that, you know, made you a better person, and you need to think about those things, you know? So today I took some time and like literally, you guys, this whole notebook is full of things that like in mine and my husband's life, like our personal things that we accomplished, like decisions we made together that were like game changers for us, things that I did in my business. Just, and it felt so good. So if you're like sitting there thinking that I can't do this, or I don't have any huge goals, like it doesn't have to be that way. Just make it specific for yourself and things that you've accomplished in your own life, in your journey. And like Ashley said, it's not just in your business, but also personal, and in other, like in your family, you know, like that's a huge part. So, but thank you, Ashley, for this call. I thought it was really good.
Thanks. And for, like Joy said, looking back at your year, I don't know if any of you have created a vision board before, but I was the same way when I made my vision board. Like, I kind of was looking at other people's and kind of copying some of their goals, like, oh, I can apply that to my life. But like last year I had like running like a 5K on there, and like Joy knows, I'm not a runner at all. So, you know, it was like a goal that I definitely aspire to do that and like be a runner and like enjoy it. But that's also not like, I'm not a runner and that's not who I am. But I saw that goal on somebody else's board and I was like, oh, I should run a 5K this year.
Yeah, it's like not realistic for you.
Yeah.
It's like not realistic. And that's what I was trying to say, like, don't make it realistic for you. You know, just because somebody says they want to be a 10-star diamond, like that's not realistic for me. I'm just going to tell y'all, like, I don't want to be a 10-star diamond. That's not my goal this year. So make it realistic for you and your life.
Yes, 100%. So take some time to dig deep in your soul and find those goals. And even just talking to your coach or brainstorming things or talking to your husbands, that really helps me to just sit down and talk with Cody and be like, what are some of our goals together for this year? Like, what are things that you and I want to work on together? It can be really helpful, and they can sometimes be thinking outside of the box more than we can because we're kind of stuck in it for so long. So definitely talk to other people about it, even your coach. Because sometimes we see something different, or maybe we have a vision for you because we can see all this potential in you guys. So, you know, definitely be sharing those with everybody, your team, your coach, your husbands, your spouse, your kids. Tell them your goals at a bedtime story. Okay, but our time is about to run out. So Wednesday night at the same time, we'll be on this Zoom and we can put our vision boards together or finish putting them together, adding some final touches, and asking questions, sharing things that we found for our